they've come up with a system called the turbines, and these are called HVLPs. HVLP means high volume, low pressure, and it has less overspray, so the materials use less materials, and you don't lose as many to the air, so it helps the environment. It helps your bottom line because the material goes farther. So you compare the two. If you did a lot of spraying, it would end up paying for itself because of the material savings. These are made with small turbine motors inside, and some of them are 2-staged or 3-staged. It depends on how many little motors they've got to produce the volume of air that you need. The drawback is you have to turn them on, and they blow air the whole time, and then you turn this switch off right here, on and off, and the noise of the air is kind of inconvenient, and it's the sound that the turbines make. The more turbines, the more air you have. You can get by with 2-stage pretty good. I think this might be a 3-stage. Now, this is the second generation of turbine guns that are designed to work with this type of air rather than an air compressor. And this gun does a great job. It's simple. It's easy to adjust. You can learn how to do it really quickly. I'll just show you how it works right now. This top knob changes from a cone to a fan. So you turn it all the way in and it makes a cone. Turn it all the way out and it makes a fan. Now if you look at these ears, the way these two ears are, if they're facing that way, the fan is just the opposite of them, like a 90-degree angle from it. So that fan is coming out like that, the way this is set right now. If you turn it up this way, the fan comes out this way. So when you're spraying a side of a grandfather clock, a tall piece, and you're coming up and down, you want the fan to come out this way. So you're coming down, making your layers. And then when you turn it this way, you're going to be spraying horizontally this way, or down on the top. Like if you're going to spray this, you'd go that way. So the fan goes like that. Now, this gun also has a knob right here that's adjustable. This knob regulates how much of the material comes through here. So if you turn it down, no material will come out. It'll just be air. Then you start to bring it out, and then you'll see the material just start to come out. And then if you go real far, it's really pumping the material out, and it's too much, and it's too thick, and it's not going to work very well. There'll be a lot of runs and drips. So it has enough adjustment there that you can put it where you want. So that little adjustment is up to you. And this one is simple enough. You want a fan or a cone. And then now, the earlier turbine guns, they worked completely different than this one does. I think they had some that they had a little ball inside here, and these were set to a certain spot. And if you turned it on a 45, it would spray a cone, and then if you turned it here, it would be a fan that way, and then the other way would be a fan that way. And they didn't have this cone adjustment here. And I don't know, this one's more like a conventional spray gun, and they were different, but it was something that you just had to learn how to do. If you have an older gun, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You just know how your gun works. So if you buy a turbine, you want to read the instructions, see what it says about how the gun works, and learn how to do those adjustments by spraying water or spraying some water-based stain or something inexpensive on a piece of cardboard. Is how I do it, and that's how I teach it. We usually spray a dye stain, water-based dye stain, on cardboard. Let's see, what else? The way this gun works, it's got a cam lever on it to open it up, and it even has a filter on the bottom of it, that's pretty handy. I always filter everything when it goes in the cup, and then I'll double filter it when it comes out, because you don't want any big chunks of dried up lacquer or something coming up in here, because it could clog the gun up. Now, this gun, when it's cleaned, you take the nozzle off, and you can see this nozzle in here. Now, to do a deep cleaning, you take this off, and you take this off, clean that tube, and you might even use paper pipe cleaners and clean up in there where that goes. But the only place the material is in this tube up through here, and then it comes up here and it gets atomized and mixed and comes out through here. Now, sometimes you use it for a long time, like for hours. You'll have to stop and clean it in the middle, unless it's just continuous spraying during that time. This whole system is around $500, and that includes the turbine and the hose and the gun and the whole deal, everything that you need. And that's quite a bit less than a conventional air compressor and a conventional type gun. And it does a great job.